Long ball forward, clear by Naby Keita, and the final whistle goes at Villa Park. It wasn't comfortable at times, but that is 3 points to Liverpool. Goals from Mohammed Salah, Virgil van Dijk and Stefan Bajcetic cancel out Ollie Watkins' one to make it Liverpool 3, Aston Villa 1. And Chris, I'll just come to you straight away. Like, overall thoughts on that one?
Glad to get the 3 points,
yes.
I think, first and foremost. That's the most important thing, coming back. I know we've had the League Cup game against City and stuff, but it's Premier League action. You need the 3 points first and foremost. I'm disappointed in the performance as a whole. I think, I don't think we defended well enough by any stretch of the imagination, but we did attack really well. Yep. We've created loads of opportunities, loads of shots there. Time and time again, we put Villa to the sword. I think it was a little naive performance from Aston Villa playing the high line for the entire game when we just kept creating opportunities from it. But they wanted to create shots themselves and they were able to do that. I think, but for a brilliant sort of centre-back partnership between Matip and Van Dijk, we'd have been in a bit of a battle there. And we were at times during the game. They started the second half really well. But you've got to be excited by the performances that we put in, because there wasn't a bad performance from a Liverpool player. I mean, the one that's going to get all the talk is Darwin Nunez, of course.
Good and bad.
But it's a good and bad performance. You're absolutely spot on. He has the chances, but he's in the right positions. He misses the chances, unfortunately. There's going to be games where he misses chances. There's going to be games where he scores chances. But all told, Liverpool played with the ball at the feet much better. Still room for improvement, of course, but we got to rotate as well. I think, myself included in this, there'll probably be a lot of Liverpool fans out there who thought, what the fucking hell was Jurgen Klopp doing? But those two lads were both involved in the goal, and one of them scored it, and that really did kill the game.
And like I say, from an attacking point of view, Liverpool could have scored 8 if they took the chances. They really could have. Defensively, like I say, the centre half did okay, but I don't know if it's systematic, because Villa didn't have a lot of chances themselves. We're both saying Van Dijk was excellent, Matip was pretty decent as well, and yet Villa did have quite a few opportunities. They fluffed their lines. McGinn fluffs it, Bailey fluffs it, Ollie Watkins fluffs the header. Like, they did have chances. Well, like, if that game, if everyone took all the chances, like the big chances, you mentioned the big chances earlier, it could have been like a Boxing Day 6-5 classic of Premier League proportions. It just so happens that Darwin misses a couple, Villa do as well. It was a sleepyish performance, I suppose, from both teams. Or did both just go, you know what, fuck it, we need to win. Let's just risk.
The two high lines made it a bit of an end-to-end battle. Yeah. You said at one point during the game, fucking hell, it's a bit like a basketball game, this. And it was just end-to-end over and over. And for a lot of the time, the midfield was just bypassed, wasn't it? It was just... And this is something that I think Liverpool have started to do more, and they will start to do more, because Darwin Nunez is there, because his first instinct, as soon as Liverpool pick the ball up, he makes a run.
Yeah.
Like, Liverpool players and their midfielders and defenders need to recognise that you can't hold it. If you hold it, Darwin's going to be offside. So if you play the ball early, like Mo did for Darwin Nunez towards the end with that left-footed shot, I know he's in his own half, by the way, but take the point is, he plays it as soon as he gets the ball, because he knows Darwin's going to be on his bike. That's what we need to do. We need to play with him more to understand when he's going to run. I think it's obvious for us to sit here and say he's going to run straight away, but he doesn't always do it. 9 times out of 10 he does. That's what we need to do. If we're going to feed him early before he's got a chance to get offside.
Absolutely. We've got a members chat here from Ben Pryor. It wasn't pretty, but job's done. Nunez will score lots. He just, fingers crossed, he can certainly do that. Let's just a couple of standout performances then. I think sometimes, Chris, and we were talking about all the stuff there, we overlook the brilliance of Mohammed Salah sometimes. Yeah. Just because it's almost a given. He does score the goal. I thought he was excellent again. Like, he held the ball up well. He was involved a lot. Again, Mo's come back. He hasn't been the World Cup. He's had time. He had a bit of holidays, a bit of rest. It looked like Liverpool had Mo Salah somewhere near his best again. I thought he was excellent.
Yeah, we do. We need him like that, and he was, most importantly. I'd like to see him get more involved in the build-up play. I feel like sometimes he's just a little bit the tip of the spear. When he picks the ball up, he's just dangerous, isn't he? If you can get the ball on the edge of the box, he's going to make things happen. There's a couple there where I think he'd be disappointed not to get the ball, played across to him when he's in good positions. But all told, it's a brilliant performance again, and just as good when he gets moved centrally. You mentioned that build-up play, that holding up with the ball in the centre circle when Liverpool are playing for time. I think he can be involved as much or as little as you want, but more Salah is better for Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah, absolutely. And then in terms of like just coming back with a win, like that is our place to go. It's very rare you go to Villa and just dominate. We've been there a few times where, you know, you think back to famous late goals, just Sadio springs to mind, but it happened last year. They scored in the first coming into Liverpool, had to work hard to get back into it. I felt like we created way more like clear-cut opportunities in this one than we have in those. It is just the case. I thought it was an excellent point here from David, who says what Nunez doesn't have yet, he can learn, but everything he does have can't be taught. It does. It feels a bit like that. Like say, you would hope if he could get just polish the edges off and like be a bit more composed, there's a very, very good chance that Liverpool got themselves a world. As it stands, they've got themselves a very good impact player, but one who's you're gonna, you know, if you had air on like me, you might make you tear it out at times. You jumped up off your seat a couple of times to fucking lose your head at him, but he's always there and he's always going. It's like Amazon giving man of the match. He is an enigma. I just can't get my head around him. I don't even know did he play well? Was he great? Was he bad? What was he? It's so hard. I
think people don't give strikers credit for getting into the position, but there are loads of strikers that don't get into those positions. You know, saw the comparisons with Andy Cole. Was it Christmas Day or Christmas Eve? And everyone's talking online about him being Andy Cole. Andy Cole obviously gets involved. Andy Cole was a great striker. Let's not forget that. Like, yes, he needed loads of opportunities to score loads of goals, but he scored loads and loads of goals. You know, remember that season for Newcastle? It wasn't it? When he scored like 33 goals in a friggin' season or something. Gets his move to Manchester United, wins like 5 Premier Leagues, a friggin' European Cup and all that. Like, if Darwin Nunez has the career of Andy Cole, will have bought an absolute worldie, and 85 million all told will have been an absolute steal. Every striker misses opportunities. Look, there's a one-on-one there with Mo Salah. Misses it. No one's talking about Mo Salah missing the one-on-one. It was as good, if not better, a chance than any of Darwin Nunez's. But Mo gets a goal and Darwin doesn't, and that's the fucking difference. All strikers miss chances. We need him to score. He feels like a confidence player at the moment, Darwin. As soon as he scores one, I think he'll be streaky. But he's 23 years old. You know, if he was 29, 30 years old, 31, like more like a Mo or a Bobby Firmino, you'd be like, well, that's him. Darwin Nunez has got the ability to continue to improve with good coaching, and he got that at Liverpool Football Club with good people around him, with good service. He's only going to get better, and it's already been a decent start to his Liverpool career, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a decent start for Liverpool on their return to Premier League action. Right then, just to let all you guys know, Chris will be back very, very shortly with the fan reaction show. So yeah, do let us know your thoughts. There'll be some tweets out very, very shortly. If there's not already, come and reply to those. If you're one of our YouTube members, you can get involved, or of course one of our Redmen Plus Club legends. I will then be back over at the board for the player rating show on YouTube. So yeah, if you're watching live, do come and join us for that one, get your thoughts as well. And then very much, about an hour or two maybe, we'll be live on Redmen Plus for the instant match reaction. So if you haven't already, head on over to redmenplus.com, sign up from as little as £5 a month. Chris and I will have the instant match reaction, and tomorrow morning Dan will be back to host the final word a little bit more in depth. But yeah, the Reds are back, rock and rolling with 3 very, 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 very precious points indeed. Thanks very much to Chris. Thanks very much to all you guys for watching or listening to this one. And yeah, up the Reds. See you all soon, guys.
Hi everybody, thanks for watching the show. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a like on the way out. Did you know you could get some hoodies, t-shirts and any accessories from redmenmerch.com? So head on over there now and grab yourself something.